Mm, Well, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Facebook. All right. My video is starting. I'm pretty sure we're already live. Let me know that you can hear me. If you can't, like, you don't even need the internet to hear me. I'm so fucking loud. But I'm sure you can hear me. But let me know. Say hi when you're on. Oh, let me do this one. Wait, am I doing this? What am I doing? So I've been recording these things on my other phone and then uploading them to my podcast. But yesterday I got a notification that I can upload live videos to my podcast, and you can watch me live on Spotify. So I'm like, should I record just the voice or should I just upload? And I think that I should do both right now, since just to be sure. Hello and happy Friday. Nikki C is in the house. Yes, I am in the house. Who else is on? Say hi. I want to welcome you, and I want us to create a relationship. I want us to have a relationship where you feel like you can talk to me, right? Because you can't really do that with a lot of, you can, right? You can talk to a lot of coaches, but a lot of times we feel like we can't, right? And obviously, if you need coaching, we need to develop a coaching relationship and you need to work with me. But, I want to see you guys. I want to know what's going on in your lives, and I want to really be connected to you guys. Because I know that you guys are on a journey. Hi, Phil. And I don't want you to come in here for this 1 week. Amy, hi, welcome. Carlos is on Instagram. I don't want you to come in here for this week. Get a little bit of what you need, and then leave and go get some more stuff somewhere else, because it is not that I have to have your attention, but the thing of it is if you are scattered in your focus, if you're going to get a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here, you're not going to develop that foundation, right? You're not going to develop that foundation. And that's why I have such a diverse message, right? With a good, solid foundation about you putting yourself first, you going after your money goals, your relationship goals, you getting everything that you truly desire, right? So that you can keep growing here. Hi, Yvette. How are you? Right? Because what we're trying to do is grow. We're on this journey, right? You guys are here because you know that you are supposed to be starting your businesses, or you're supposed to be building up your businesses. You have that journey going on. And a lot of you are also here for your soulmates. Maybe not this week, but you're in this group, right? Money Mindset and Manifestation for the High Performer. You're in this group for that, right? So I really want to get to know you. I want to help you on your journey as much as I can. Who else is on here? Say hi. Unless you're driving, then don't say hi. But okay, so I want to talk about this, and I've been hesitant to talk about manifesting money, because when I say that, A lot of people get it wrong. People are like, "Oh, I'm just going to manifest the money." And I'm like, "Are you? Are you though? Are you? Do you do you know how? Do you know what you're doing?" Right? And that's why I teach this logical approach, because you can't just magically manifest money, right? You have to have a path for money to come in, right? You have to have a path for money. And that's why I teach business, the business side of things, right? Because that is a logical path for people to come, for money to come through. Um, so who here has a logical path for money? Type in path. Type in path below if you have a logical path for money. And that can be a corporate job, right? Because you can always move up, you can always get bonuses, you can always, you know, make more in that. But a lot of times we don't. Who here has a logical path for money? And then you can also manifest money outside of that logical path. But it's so much easier to believe that you are going to make $20,000 this month, or if you're Phil, you're going to make $20,000 in a week if you have a logical path for money. Now, I manifested over $5,000 last summer. And when I use the word manifest, I use it in this way that it did not come through my business, right? I took my car. Phil says path. Awesome. I took my car into the shop, into the shop, blah, blah, blah. I took my car into the shop and it was out of warranty. And my car is still relatively new, and I have a Subaru WRX. For all the guys in the audience, you guys are all excited about that, I'm sure. And it's still new. It's still pretty new, outside warranty. And they called me back and they're like, this is going to be at least $1,000. And you should not be having these issues with where you're at right now with your car. And so we're going to take care of it if you will take care of the $500 deposit. Well, they called me and I was like, yes, yes. So they called me back a week later and they said, it's probably going to be about $2,000. And I was like, okay. After a month of this back and forth, it was over $5,000 worth of repairs on my car. They took apart everything. I don't know what they did. I used to know a lot about cars. I do not now. I do not care to know. But they paid for everything except for the deposit, So I manifested $5,000. Now, in that aspect, I do believe in manifesting money. But in a lot of ways, I don't believe in magically manifesting money, right? I hate it when someone says, I'm going to manifest the money, and then I never hear from them again. I'm like, no, that's not how you manifest anything, right? So manifestation is about, oh, Jessica, hi, how are you? Jessica's on Instagram. And by the way, did y'all see this? Flip the switch. I put my banner back up. I've had that down for a while. I actually had it over there. But I figured if I'm going to be on podcasts and have the video and be on YouTube and be on Facebook and be on it, here we go. We're doing this right. We're doing this right. So manifestation is about coming from an empowered place. And this is where a lot of people killing it today with cleaning and your life. Yes. I love it. Manifestation is coming from an empowered place, which means flip it good. Which means you are taking action. And not only are you taking action, you are taking the right action. And a lot of times we don't know what this right action is, which is why we hire coaches, right? Shameless plug right there. But you have to be taking action. You can't just say, "Oh, I know I'm going to make 20,000 in my business this month," and you haven't even signed one client. That is not manifestation. That is disempowerment. That is you lying to yourself. That's not how we do this, right? This is about you taking action. And I want you guys to think about this. I want you to think about, like, if you're going to manifest six pack, like a six pack, like abs, right? If you're going to manifest abs, you got to get your ass to the gym. You've got to get your ass to the gym. You've got to start watching what you eat. You've got to start doing crunches. You can't just you've got to have some kind of plan, right? Manifestation happens with a plan, an intention, and energy behind that intention. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? And I want to take Phil as an example, because he's a great example here, right? He's been showing up for what, 4 years, and he has been listening to everything that I put out. He's even signed up with me, right? And he is taking action. He got out of his software engineering job not knowing what his purpose was, what he was going to do. He did start, his business before he got out of the software engineering. I'm going to say that he did start taking action before he got out of software engineering, but he took the first step. And I don't know that he knows that he's living his purpose, right? But he's taking the next step. And now he's making 20K on a good week. Someone is howling outside my window. That was super weird. And it's at the right time too. So it's about taking action. And you saying, "I don't know what action to take. I don't know how to structure my business. I don't know this. I don't know that. I don't know what, I don't know what my purpose is." Like, that is you. That is what you've got. That is your mission to figure that out. That's what you have to figure out. That's your job. You need to be looking for that, right? You need to be looking for the next step. You need to be looking for Basil turned into a werewolf. For those of you who don't know, Basil's my cat. Yeah, maybe she did. Maybe she did. So for those of you who don't know your next step, that's your job, is to seek that out, to go all in and figuring that out. And that's why you guys are here, right? That's why you guys are like, okay, I need to figure this out, right? So I'm writing a book, and I kind of want to title it Overnight Success, right? And tell a bunch of stories from my life. Because it's, in a lot of ways, I have had overnight success, right? In 2019, I healed myself. I manifested my soulmate in 2019. Like, all of that, like my story, it's really quick, right? And then I'm winning my bodybuilding competitions. The one that I'm going to do later on this year, I've already won. You guys know, right? I want to title it Overnight Success, because the thing of it is never overnight success. Ask any successful person. All you see is the overnight success. You don't see the years of struggle. I do talk about the 20 years of struggle and my divorce and all of these things that I went through. But you don't really see that unless you're Phil. You saw some of that, the last 4 years of the stuff that I've been through. Oh my God. How are you, Stefan? All right. You're on. Okay. All right. Wow. This is cool. I missed you. How are you doing? So you don't see all the years of struggle and these people popping up with their success on Facebook, right? You don't see that they have had like 7 years or 8 years or even 10 years of building their online business. You just see how successful they are, right? It's not about overnight success. And there's so much pressure to have this overnight success when that doesn't really exist, you know? Thank you for the hearts. Ah, it doesn't exist, but it also does. There comes a time when, I struggled in my relationships for 20 years. Hi, how is it in Germany? I hear that it's going okay. Lockdown's over. I struggled in my relationships for 20 years. And then I got so fed up. I got so fed up that I was like, I am going to do whatever it takes. And I flipped that switch. And it took a year and a half until I finally manifested Marco. It took a year and a half. So when I say the word manifesting, it's about mindset and work, right? It's a nice word to be like, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Like the TikTok, like, let's skip to the good part. No, there's no skipping to the good part. There's no skipping. You can't. My overnight success was about me doing 20 years of work on my relationships, and then me deciding that I was going to go all in and I was going to figure this out because other people have their soulmates. Why can't I? Right? And I want to say something. It is good for you to compare yourself to other people in this way. She has it. I know it's possible for me too. Okay? He has it. I know it's possible for me too. I want you guys to start comparing yourself in that way. And there's some people where you're like, oh, that's so triggering. Like, I can't be around that person. Don't compare yourself to someone you can actually relate to and you want to be like, and that you hear my story, right? 20 years of relationship problems, and now I've manifested my soulmate. Right? And you're like, oh, I can relate to that. And it's possible for me too. Right? That's what I always see. And like when I started, I was like, well, this is kind of a big jump. But I was like, if Tony Robbins could do it, I can do it. Like that's what I saw. That is what you do. You just keep going and keep seeing these people in your lives that are doing it, and you keep following them, and then you keep hiring them if that's the right thing to do for you, right? And you keep going after your dreams and desires and goals for that overnight success. And one day you will have that overnight success. It's guaranteed as long as you keep showing up and fighting for what you believe in, right? Steve told me the other day, he's like, I have a vision. I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. I don't know what that means. Keep going after it. Keep figuring out what that means. I didn't know what it meant when I started. Phil didn't know what it meant when he started. Stefan didn't know what it meant when he started, right? We don't know. We don't know, but we always think, oh, Nichole had this great idea. No, no, not at all. I just wanted to get out of my software engineering job and I knew how to help people lose weight. So I was like, hey, let's have a meeting. I literally sat in front of this guy who was like 280 pounds and made something up. Was it two? Yeah, I think it was 280. I don't know, maybe 300. I don't know. Made up a number, made up a program. I was like, so crazy. I was like, I'm going to teach you how to cook. I'm going to come to your house once every 2 weeks and we're going to do some bulk cooking. And I'm going to give you a recipe, like a menu. You're going to go shopping. I'm going to send you all the recipes. We're going to do these. I don't know how to cook. I burn, boil eggs, right? Black. Okay, I'm not that bad now, but I was like, I'm gonna look things up. I'm gonna figure, and literally, I swear to you, for 8 months, right before we were supposed to be, like, right before, like, I had to send in the grocery list, I was Googling recipes, Googling what I could give him, trying to figure it out myself, and then sent it to him. To be fair, if you need to become successful to get out of software engineering, that's a pretty big incentive. It is. Like, I didn't know how to cook. I knew mindset. I knew that I could help him lose weight. I knew exercise and fitness. That's what I knew. And I knew I could help him, but I didn't know cooking, but I knew that he wouldn't be successful without the cooking. Right? And I knew, like, no one wants to eat what I eat. I eat chicken and rice. No, like, sometimes I'll put salsa in it, and sometimes I'll put salt in it. You guys don't want to eat that shit. Like, when people ask me for food advice, I'm like, no, no, honey, just stop eating sugar. You don't want my recipes. It's like chicken, rice, beef, rice, turkey, rice, oatmeal. Like, it's plain. But I don't care. I'm happy. So, yeah, I just totally made it up. But your soul is telling you, here's something that I want to say. Okay, somebody spoke to me in Russian on YouTube. I don't know what that means. Things are getting, when you have a calling in your life, like to start a business, to, to manifest your soulmate, to lose weight, what happens is your soul knows how to lose weight. Your soul knows how to manifest your soulmate. Your soul knows that you're supposed to be making 20K per month, 50K per month, whatever it is. If you're in corporate, your soul knows that you're supposed to be making 6 figures, right? Your soul knows that you're supposed to be at this point. You know intuitively that you're supposed to be here, which is why you keep looking for answers and keep going and going and going. So your soul knows that this is where you're supposed to be. And your soul knows how to get there. But we're not listening to our intuition. We aren't listening to our soul. Right? We've shut that down so many times that our soul is like, well, you don't listen. And now we're asking, like, how do I start a business? And your soul's like, well, you haven't listened to me for the last 40 years. I'm not going to tell you. Right? Is this resonating with anyone? Are you like, oh yeah, I'm looking for answers. I know that answer is inside me. Right? Type a 1 in the comments if this is okay, I got some hearts. I got some hearts on Instagram. Type a 1 in the comments if this is resonating. You know that this thing is supposed to happen for you, which is why you're on here. You know that that it's inside of you. You think you have all the power you need inside of you, right? You know that. How do you access that? You start listening. So if I understand, you were telling us to go with the emotion, listen to our soul, start the journey, which are most important. Then the money or cash flow follows. The emotion and the journey are most important. I mean, you have to have a plan. Like for me, I have models. One everyone's typing in one. I have models of coaches that are making like ridiculous, like even crazy 100K months, and I know that's possible for me. You know, like they're making way more than that. I don't even know. The numbers are so big. I don't even know how. So I have these models, so I know that it's possible for me, and I've hired and hired and hired and hired these people to take me this far, right? And I keep hiring so that I can get their model and their business plan. So emotion without without action and without a plan, I mean, then you're just an excited idiot, right? So yes, you have to follow your soul, but you also need the logic behind that. That's why the masculine and the feminine are both so important. You know, a lot of people will um really put on a pedestal the feminine and put down the masculine. Like what do they call it? Toxic masculinity. You know, like both of those can be toxic. But the point is they're equally important. You have to have the business plan, you have to have the emotion and the love, right? You have to be following your soul. So you have to have both. Like, you know that, Steve, because you asked me, you're like, what, how do I start? Right? So you have to have those answers. But your soul knows these answers. And we hire a coach because a coach knows how to pull these things out of us, right? The coach knows how to pull out answers from our soul, right? And how to match these answers up with a plan to get you to the next step, right? So I want to go back to empowered versus disempowered, right? Because that's what you're asking is really if you just follow the emotion, if you just say, I'm going to manifest money, and you feel that feeling, you feel what it feels like to be rich and be a millionaire, that's not going to get you anywhere. You have to have a path for money. That's what I'm saying. A path for money. Yeah, you have to have a path. Right. And if you're at where you're at, Steve, at the beginning, where you're like, what do I do? Right? You're just gonna have to start going forward, whatever that looks like. And trusting in the process. So like I started probably like 10 businesses before this one. I remember my 20s just starting businesses. I did a social media management. I had no clients. I don't know. I don't know. I did copywriting. I had all these businesses. But I did have a successful business in Vegas where I was setting up computers and setting up networks. So it's just about taking action. But all the things in my life, from my divorce, from me traveling the world in my 30s, to me being homeless, to all my failed relationships, right? All of these things led me to where I am now. And now I can help people at such a deep level. Like I can see what other coaches can't see. I can see why you're not making why you're not making money in your business and how to filter out the noise of your life. And so you can be the most productive, right? I can see how everything is connected together, which, a lot of coaches don't teach that. They teach the strategy that hi, Lewis. They teach the strategy. They teach the logic side. They teach, okay, how to grow your Facebook group, how to get 6 figures from your, like they teach the strategy. I teach everything. So, I kind of want to get into how I healed my body, right? Because it took me 9 months to do that. And I was going all in. I was going all in. I was like, I can't live like this. I'm miserable. I can't sit down. I can't drive. I can't sit down in a chair for 5 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to figure this out. And I want you guys to take this example of how to manifest money, right? So I was going all in on healing myself. I was going to PT. I was doing my own PT. I was icing and heating. I was stretching. I was going to doctors. I was doing all the things, right? Which is the masculine. I had the plan and it wasn't working. I kept doing the plan. I kept going like really, like all I had the energy was for, that PT and the ice and heat. Like I barely had time for my business. I don't know how I maintain my business at all. Actually, it was kind of like I was doing lives, but I was like, I don't want any clients. It was not good. So I was working on the physical aspect of my healing, right? Doing the plan, doing the physical take action work on my healing. The other thing was I was doing the emotional work on my healing. So I knew that this pain in my body was from emotional trauma from 20 years ago. And again, if you guys want my healing video, send me a message with the word healing and I will send that to you because it's super powerful. It's how I healed my body, how I healed from past trauma, like 20 years ago trauma, and how I manifested my soulmate and manifested money in my business. So like everything. It's the key to everything. So hi Eric. Hi Lewis. I don't know who's on. Is Jess, are you still on? Say hi if you're on. I'm just curious. So I healed myself. I did the physical work, taking action, which you have to take action to manifest money. Right? Then I was doing the emotional work, which means that you have to do like healing your money blocks, doing your money mindset work, doing doing healing work around building your business and making money, right? But it wasn't until sometime in April of 2019 that I got so sick of it that I was like, I will heal myself. I'm done with this. I am done with this. And I healed myself instantly. Right? So it's the same way with building a business and making money. You have to have a path, right? And to get that overnight success. Okay, Jess is still on. Okay, good. I'm glad you're on there. To get that overnight success, you've got to get so sick and tired of where you're at. And a lot of people are stuck at 10K months, stuck at 5K months, stuck. They know how to sign clients. They're stuck. And then they're like, okay, I'm so sick and tired of this. I know that I can be making 50K months. And then they hire me or they hire somebody, they just get so done with it and then they just make that, right? But they already know what to do. So this is what I do with my clients. My clients already know how to make money. They already are successful. They already know they're good at what they do. They've probably made 5 or 10K months, but they're not consistent in it, right? And they want to get to that next level. And to do that, we really need to go into your money mindset. And I remember the Facebook Live a few years ago when you told us you healed yourself. Wow. Really? Now I'm gonna be digging for that all night. I remember doing the Facebook Live where I told you that I healed myself from the emotional trauma from my parents' divorce and my ex cheating on me, but I don't remember actually doing one where I healed my physical body. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, I wonder. Ha ha ha. Very interesting. So two things. Right now, I have just put out an offer in my Facebook stories, in my Instagram stories on I have a VIP day in Vegas at the end of April, beginning of May. Whoever wants this needs to pick it up pretty fast because it's got to be in a certain time frame. This VIP day is going to be so powerful because we are going to go over the mindset. Yes, you had chronic pain and healed from that. Yep. Okay. We're going to go over the mindset. We're going to go over your business strategy and lay out your offers and business plan and launch plan for the next 9 months so that you can make 50K months over and over again. Right? Because I believe that's really powerful. But what we're going to really cover because your business plan is going to change over 9 months. You're going to grow into it. But what we're really going to cover is the intuitive aspects of building a business, right? How I create things from intuition, how I repeatedly create content, especially like 3-day challenges, webinars, 5-day challenges, how I don't plan for them. I write a few things down on my notes. But I already, I can feel the messages coming through me. And I want to teach that aspect to you. And that is really what I want to do in the VIP day. So it's going to be 2 days in Las Vegas. You got to get there. You got to pay for your flight, and then I will pay for the hotel and food. And one of the shows, I'm hoping that someone picks this up pretty quickly. If someone doesn't, then I might just take it off the table. But I've already had a few people interested in it. I'm very excited to see who. Of course, it has to be the right person, right? If I don't think that this is a good fit for you, then of course, I'll offer something else. But I'm super excited because I used to live in Vegas. The other thing is I have a high level, it's kind of like a course, but more like private coaching, kind of like a mastermind. I'm only taking 2, maybe 3 people. It is 22. Oh, sorry. The VIP is 10K. The mastermind is 6 weeks with me, where we're going to go over the money mindset aspect of everything. But we're also going to go into what you're doing and in your business and how we can make that better so that you're making 20K months every single month or 50K months, just depending on where you are. But if you have wanted to work with me privately or almost privately, this is a good option for you. It's 22.22 right now, or two payments of 11.11. So if either of those sound great to you guys, probably the VIP would be more for a woman. So anyone on the replay, but if it was the right person, yeah, I would go like, I don't know. We'll see. Uh, that is it for today. That is it for today. So I will see you guys next week. And if you have any questions, if you wanted to work with me and you're like, these two offers aren't right, then just DM me. We'll talk. We'll figure something out. Because I know that I teach very specific things. But I also do a lot of like higher level mindset, money mindset things. Okay. So I will talk to you guys on the next Facebook Live, and thank you guys for being here. Okay. Bye.